Hey guys, Matt from TOTALmtg here, and this is the first episode of our Modern Budget Tribal series. And the first one we're trying today is KITHKIN Tribal. So, this is the deck tech. What I'm going to do is deck tech, then go straight into some games. So, we'll have a look at the deck to start with. First of all, I'll just do the lands. It's all plains, 22 plains, plain and simple, very budget. Everyone's got plains, very easy to do. So, I must say that this deck, the 60 card deck, barring the sideboard, comes in at just under, well under 13 tickets. So, this is very, very cheap to put together. And I must admit, 10 of those tickets are the Path to Exiles. So, if you want to make this super budget, maybe swap it for something else, something cheaper than that. These are coming in about 2.5 tickets each, Path to Exiles. But I added it in there just because it's a good, and still 13 tickets is very, very cheap. But you could probably make this for about 4 or 5 tickets, to be honest, if you want. So, you know, that is what it is. So, let's get to the deck. So, we'll start off with the creatures. We run 28 creatures. Our first one is a Gold Meadow Stalwart. Obviously, they're all Kithkins. Additional cast to cost this one. You have to reveal a Kithkin or pay an extra 3. Normally pretty easy. You're going to get a 2/2 down for 1. You know, very easy to play for 1. Unfortunately, sometimes you may have to pay 3, but that's very, very rare. I've never had to be honest. Figure of Destiny. Absolutely great Kithkin for us. Kithkin that can get better and better. It costs 1. Pay the 1 to make it a 2/2 Spirit. Kithkin Spirit. Pay the 3 to make it a big 4/4 Warrior. And then pay the 6 to make it an 8/8 Flying First Strike. Which, you know, that is pretty much unbeatable at the time. And obviously they can get rid of it easy with their own Path to Exiles. But, you know, Figure of Destiny, if they don't deal with it, it can get out of hand. So we get to our next creature. It is Ballyrush Banneret. Kithkin Soldier. It's a 2/1 for 2. It makes our Kithkin spells and Soldier spells cost 1 less to cast. So, you know, this makes this cost cheaper. We do have a lot of 1s, you know, costing that. So, but it basically makes these ones a bit cheaper. So potentially these could be coming in for just the 1 white, or, you know, if we've got a couple down, or just this for the 2. Sorry, this one for the 2. Or maybe even this just for 2, the Thought Trio. So it can help anyway. For double white, 2/2, we get a first strike lifelink with Kithkin Knight. It's Knight of Meadowgrain. Nice creature, gets us lifelink. First strike as well is also good, and it's a good early creature as well. Wizard Xen, or Ken, however you pronounce it. It's Kithkin Cleric. It's double white again. Pumps them all up, gives the Anthem effect to all our Kithkins, gives them all +1/1, which is pretty sweet. On to our next creature, Kithkin Harbinger. When it enters the battlefield, you may search low for the Kithkin card. So this is like our little tutor effect. Does cost 3, and it's only a 1/3, but it's not too bad. It helps us find maybe the important creature that we need to find. Next one is Kinsbale Border Guard. It's a 1/1, but it enters the battlefield 1/1 cancels for each Kithkin we control. And obviously you can see that we control a lot of Kithkins. When it dies, you put a 1/1 white Kithkin creature token onto the battlefield for each counter on it. So, you know, it's only a 1/1, but this has got a lot of benefits, this card, and it's, you know, it's a bit of an all-star sometimes. And then we run a 2 of Thought Trio. It's a 5/5 for 2 and double white. First strike Vigilance, and when it enters the battlefield, you have to sacrifice unless you champion a Kithkin. So that means when this leaves, you get to return that card. It can block any number of creatures, this card, so a bit of a beast, that one. Absolutely brilliant. Well, Kithkin beast. So we go on to the other spells. We've just got 10 other spells. Like I said, 4 Path to Exiles, but you can change that if you want to make it super budget. But Path to Exile is a, you know, very good card. It's modern stable. Malicious Pride. Trying this card out. It's a Kithkin Tribal, where when a non-token creature you control attacks, you pay 1, you get a Kithkin Soldier tapped and attacking. So, you know, a bit more pressure. And also that works well with Kinsbale Border Guard. If we got a few of them out, yeah, hopefully potentially make that a lot bigger. So we run just 3 of them. And I'm trying Always Watching. You could try Honor of the Pure. I've got Honor of the Pure over here that you can try as well. But Always Watching is, you know, that is not dear. That is probably about 0.7 tickets. This is about 0.1. So that's what I'm trying it out. The Vigilance might help a bit more. Might not. You know, it might be just to go for the cheap spell in Honor of the Pure. But I'm giving Always Watching a go. So that is the main deck. So like I said, it's under 13 tickets for that main deck. The sideboard, I don't add in the price. It's always subject to, you know, what people want to bring in, what they want to try. But this is my sideboard. I've got a few of these. Burren Forged Tender, KITHKIN Protection from red, are good against the red decks, obviously. Couple of Condemn, put target attacking creature on the bottom of its owner's library. Its controller gains life equal to its toughness. So I said, you know, if you want more, you take out the Path to Excellence, you can put this in the main board, but, you know, Condemn is not a bad card. We want to run off a raise, exile target enchantment. Trying out from Shadows a couple of Griff's Boons in case we want to fly over the top. Pretty nice, cheap spell. 2 Celestial Purges, exiles target black or red permanent. A Disenchant, which is still a pretty cheap card as well. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Rest in Peace, that's probably maybe a ticket and a half, maybe, I'm not too sure, but it's good against graveyards. Nevermore is a pretty cheap card as well. Enter the battle, name a non-land card, so anything that's, you know, really hard for us to deal with, we can name it with Nevermore into Sideboard. So the Sideboard is not expensive. It won't cost you many tickets, but you can always go and, you know, make your own Sideboard. See what you fancy. See if you know what you're coming up against. I just basically do it to what I'm coming up against on MTGO a lot. So that's what I do. So guys, let's get into some gameplay. Hopefully I can get some games on this morning. So we will play a bit of Modern. We'll play KITHKIN Tribal. Here we go. So hopefully we're going to get some games. Oh, there's one straight away. So let's see if we can get into that one. Someone beat us to it. So we will have to get into another game. So we're hosting. Oh, there we go. Are we quick enough? Come on. Are we in? Are we in? Are we in? Yes, we're in. So we have our first match with the KITHKIN Tribal. So, like I say, you know, hopefully these tribal budget decks can compete. I've played it in testing and it's, you know, it's done pretty well. So hopefully I won't go, you know, losing every game in here, showcasing the deck how bad it is. But we'll have to wait and see. So what we got there, we've got a couple of lands. No 1-drop, but we've got a couple of nice 2-drops there. So I think we'll keep this, you know, it's not a bad hand. And we will yield the turn over. Black. Ooh, black deck. Okay. So we draw another land. That's okay. And we'll pass the turn over. So yeah, thanks for when you watched the preview of me that I was going to do this series. I took in note of all your decks, tribal decks, budget decks you'd like to see. So hopefully over the next coming weeks, we will be able to see a lot of different ones that everyone puts up. And keep this tribal series going. Hopefully it'll be a bit of fun and, you know, just it's a cheap way to get into Modern. So what is this? Fairy Rogue. Each rogue you control with enters battle with additional 1/1 counter. When a creature you control with a 1 counter deals combat damage, that player then discards a card. Oh, that's pretty dirty. That is pretty dirty. Never seen that card come across that card before on here. So I think we'll go in with our first strike. Unfortunately, the other creature's flying, so we're going to have to discard, which is a bit annoying. But we can come in with Knight of Meadowgrain. It's got first strike, lifelink. And we will pass the turn. So we're going to have to think about what we're going to discard here. Don't really want to discard the Ballyrush. Probably discard the Malicious Pride, to be honest. But you could have more discard spells in hand as well, which obviously if it's that type of deck could be very annoying. What is he going to play? Hopefully not a discard spell. When a rogue you control attacks and it isn't blocked, it gets +2/+1. So let me just read that card again, because I thought when a creature you control with a 1/1 card. Sorry, it didn't. Oh, it's got the counter now. Right. Okay. That other creature's got the counter. So when okay, so we might need to leave that up as a blocker because we can block that one. We've got first strike. Let's play. We'll play our Ballyrush Banneret. So we're just misreading their cards a bit. So we can play things a bit cheaper. We can play the Malicious Pride now for 1. Because we can always discard the land now if we need to, you know, if there's any kind of discard spell. Because we've got 3 land at the moment, we can play all our spells with these on the field. We could attack him, but I like having a blocker for that. Okay, so that's going to get bigger. Yeah, obviously we will block that one so it doesn't get big. So we'll hold back a bit in a moment. Wait to see. So we're playing. This is like a tribal, modern tribal match here. Rogues, fairy rogues. Maybe it's just rogues. Yeah, it's rogues. Okay. So it's rogues versus Kithkin. So I'm assuming he's just going to attack with that. But this is stopping us from attacking as well, which is a bit annoying, to be honest. We can't block that, so it's going to get pumped up a bit. We can play that. We can play our Always Watching to give them Vigilance now and +1/1, which really helps us. So now the Vigilance is really helping in this match, whereas Honor the Pure, obviously, we wouldn't have had Vigilance. So we can cast that and reveal a Kithkin. We will reveal that. Just so we can get it on the field. Comes down now as a 3/3 for 1, which is, you know, pretty sweet, to be honest. Right. We will attack with both and see if he wants to block. He's got 2 good creatures there. He might want to trade off with the Ballyrash for the frog, but he does not. So we're going to get him for 6 here and gain 3 life. Which is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Hopefully we can get the Kinsbale Border Guard down next, because that'll come in with 3 counters. Or, yeah, 3 extra, or maybe 4. I don't know if that includes itself. I'm not sure. But it's pretty sweet. We're going okay at the moment. Ooh. So he's going to get his rogue spells costing a lot less, but maybe stuck on a bit of land. But he can attack with a flyer. We're going to play the Kinsbale as long as we've still got it in hand. We're going to play it. Then obviously you could play something for 1. We're going to play that now just in case anything dies now. So we can play that for 2. Should have actually played the Stalwart first, but I was actually thinking that I might do Malicious Pride with this. But maybe it's better to just storm the field while he's a bit, you know, short on mana. And he's conceded the game. We take down the Rogues. And he conceded a match. Obviously, our tribal was better than his tribal. So we go into our first game of Kithkin. Bit of a, you know, I don't like winning like that where they quit. But, you know, end of the day, we still win the match. Perhaps he just didn't feel like he could have anything to compete with such a good deck. You know, it's an expensive deck at 13 tickets, guys, isn't it? So, we got... Yeah, this hand is very keepable as well. We have Stalwart, Figure of Destiny. We've got a Thoughtwave Trio and Always Watching and 3 lands. So, it's not too bad a hand, actually, to be honest. So, oh, blue player. Blue. Obviously, don't know what deck we're playing yet, but we'll wait and see. So, we'll play our Gold Meadow here. Just so we can reveal... Get this out. And we'll reveal the Thoughtwave, not the Figure of Destiny. He knows we're not playing the Thoughtwave yet, but we get this down, hopefully, depending... Not sure what you could have to counter it, but... If there is anything. Reliquary Tower. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, we could be playing the Treasure Hunt deck. This is hilarious. So hopefully you guys seen the Treasure Hunt deck. It's where they go and look for zombie infestation. Really fun deck to play. I haven't come up across it. I mean, I know a lot of people play it. I've got it in card form just because it was a bit of a joke. But I don't come up across it much on MTGO. But I know a lot. You know, it does. There's a lot of people that do play it on there. So I think we're just attacking now. I don't know what deck list he runs, but if he runs the same sort of deck list, we want to get Figure of Destiny online pretty soon. And start pumping as well. There we go. We can play Always Watching next turn. And, you know, we might just be able to beat him down. It depends how quickly he finds what he needs. So, this is pretty fun. So, he's got his Black Land. Has he got his Zombie Infestation? He's got another Treasure Hunt here. So, he's revealed a lot of cards. So, he got his Zombie Infestation. He's got his Reliquary Tower. So, we could be in a bit of trouble here. But this is such a fun deck to play. I love playing this deck. Play that. I think we want to get this. Well, it's going to be hard getting it to the 8-8, but we could just make it into the 4-4 now. So we can get some damage in. We can come in for 6 here. Don't think we're going to be quick enough to get it to the 8-8. But he has to play the Zombie Infestation now, and then obviously, but he's going to have loads of blockers now. Just let me refresh my mind of what it does. Discard 2 cards. So yeah, he's got a fistful of cards. So we're pretty much dead here, guys. Because he can keep discarding. We can't get to our 8-8 flyer quick enough. But Thoughtwef Trio can block any number of creatures. So if he goes mad and attacks all in, probably should have played the Bally Banneret rather than doing that, so I could have got Thoughtwef down quicker. We'll play the Bally Rush. This don't cost us cheaper, unfortunately. But he can discard cards now, so it's no point us attacking because he can just kill our creatures. They don't come in tapped, do they? No. Discard, put 2 cards. Yep, so we can do a lot. So, no point attacking yet. Because you can just keep discarding now and make loads. So he can get down, what, 18 if he needs to. So we will just... we'll just yield to that. I mean, I think pretty much sure I'm dead, but... you know, if I can get... maybe I should have played that differently. Put the Battle Rush down first. So I could have got this down because it can block any number of creatures. So when he attacks in, we could have just blocked with it. But we'll let him discard all his cards and see where we stand. He's got to attack with 10. So yeah, I think we're pretty much dead here. No, we haven't got any lifelink. So we can block the 4. Still take 10. We concede the game. We are dead. We've lost a Zombie Infestation. He got his perfect draw there. We're going to game 2. So we can bring in our enchantment removal now. So we're bringing Erase, Disenchant, Rest in Peace. If a card will take it, we put it to the grave from anyway. Yep. Rest in Peace is great. And we could chuck in Nevermore just to be... you know, maybe to cover us completely. In fact, that's pretty good as well. So let's still... so we've got a lot of good cards. So we'll take out all the Path to Exiles. 4 more cards to get rid of. Not really interested. I don't think we need to pump, really, with Always Watching. We just need creatures on the field. So, maybe Malicious Pride. Get rid of that. And keep the Always Watching. No, we'll keep that. We basically just need to kill his removal. You know, if we get a Nevermore and we can name the Zombie Infestation, basically we can win the game. So, he could bring in his own enchantment, but I don't think, you know, I don't think there's anything he can bring in. I think this deck doesn't even really have a sideboard, but I might be wrong. So we have a Nevermore. Can we get out there quick enough? We will try. As long as he doesn't get that perfect start again, we can name it. So we go off with Figure of Destiny. So we've got a turn 3 Nevermore, which may be okay. It just depends. Depends how quick. If he gets his, you know, we should be able to beat him to that. But, you know, as long as he hasn't got Counterspell or anything like that, we're okay. A Counterspell, not Counterspell. That's obviously not modern legal. Oh, we got another Nevermore. So that's pretty sweet. So we will pump up this one. Make it into a 2/2. And attack in. And then next turn we can play Nevermore, which hopefully should potentially win us the game. Obviously you might bring in a different combo. I don't know what he's got. Oh, he's got the zombie infestation down already. So now we'll name the other card, which is Treasure Hunt. Then hopefully we can draw something to get that. Oh, rest in peace. That's even better, to be honest. But we're named Treasure Hunt first. Nevermore. He might just quit now. Depending on obviously what he's got in his deck. He could just quit. He's thinking about it. So we will name a Treasure Hunt. Where are you, Treasure Hunt? Where are you, Treasure Hunt? Come on. So we've got the tree. Treasure Hunt. There we go. So we shall name Treasure Hunt. And attack in. And then we've got Rest in Peace as well that we can play. Oh, I forgot that he could do that. What an idiot. Oh, what an idiot. Ah. What a div. Completely forgot the zombie infestation was just on the field already. Did he not block? Did he not block? Phew, saved us a bit there. Jesus. Thought he would have blocked there. We got away with that. We got away with that. So we won't be as stupid next time. Because obviously you can discard cards. You can discard 2 cards, double block. Kill our figure. But then he's got no hand. We'll play Rest in Peace next turn. But we should be in a pretty strong position. I mean, I don't know what else he's got. You could have Counterspell in hand now, maybe. A Counterspell. Should we fire off the Rest in Peace? Let's fire off Rest in Peace. We got the Rest in Peace. And we won't bother attacking just because he can discard 2 cards. He might try and get us on the beatdown. Now he could discard 2 cards now, put another few zombies on, which I'm guessing he'd probably do. So now he's got 6 in there. That's why I didn't attack this time. So we've got to be a little bit careful. You know, we need to draw some creatures now. Because Kinsbane will only go in as a 2/2. So we're going to go down to 12 here. We really need to draw our exile. It's a shame that he got that down turn 2. You know, if he didn't have that in his hand, we basically would have won the game. Well, he can't discard a card. I think we're risk-taking the 6. Risk-taking it. And then hopefully we draw a creature. Now, hopefully not another land. Oh, we draw another land. So, we can pump up. It's probably the best thing to do, just to make it a 4-4, so we can take 4 potentially now. So we can block 1, we can start to kill off. We're going to take that. He will be able to discard to put another one down. Next time we get the Kin's Bow down. So we're going to risk a bit of life here, but, you know, life is a... you have to use your life sometimes. It's not all about the cards. You use your life to build up your game state sometimes, and hopefully it works. It is a tool to use, your life. So, yep, he's just discarding that. So, he can attack in if he likes. We'll kill one of them. We'll take 4, go to 8, but then he's got to draw another 2 cards. So, is he going to go on the beatdown and do that or not? If he doesn't, it's going to give us a chance to build up an army. And then build up the figure. So, he's going to attack in. So, we'll block 1 and kill 1. No. He's undecided. He is not. So, that is better for us. So please let us draw a creature here, guys. Can we draw a creature? Oh, getting sore neck. Okay. We draw another land. So we can make our guy bigger. Give him flying and first strike, and then we're on a 2, but he can kill us now. So I'm going to play this first. Before we do anything else. Because I don't want to block. We could block, go to 6 potentially, and then attack in. We could attack in. We could have risked going down, but I don't think it's worth doing anymore. We'll stay as we are at the moment. So we've got 2 blockers there. And he has to draw 2 cards to discard. We need to stop drawing land is what we need to do. I mean, if he doesn't attack in here, which he hasn't, we can definitely make the Figure of Destiny bigger now, which will put him on that too. And that is a perfect draw for us as well. So... we can pump. If we pump up now, then we can attack him for 8, get him to 8, 2-turn clock, block with one of them, take 6. So that's probably the way to do it. It's probably the way to do it. Obviously, we don't know what he's got in his hand, but we'll take a chance. MTG being a bit funny this morning with the clicks again. So we can cut his life total in half here potentially. And barring anything crazy, that should be the game. We can just block here just to be safe. We get something out of it as well, and we get a flyer. So yeah, he's just attacking in. So we just block to be safe. Save a bit of damage. Take the 6. We don't get our creature off. I forgot about that. We got that, so it goes into exile. But we do win the game. We take the game down. Nevermore, and Rest in Peace is a very good card against him. So... actually, is Rest in Peace? I'm thinking Rest in Peace is, but does it actually do anything? Because the treasure hunt just... I think it reveals him, doesn't it? It doesn't it go straight into his hand? It doesn't put him in the graveyard. So actually, am I thinking Rest in Peace is not a good card, I don't think. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking for a moment. I'm just going to have a look what Treasure Hunt does again. Actually, reveal a non-land card. Yeah, no, I was completely wrong there, so I'll take that out. Completely wrong. Should have read up on Treasure Hunt first. So we get rid of Rest in Peace, and I'll bring in... what should we bring in? Bring in Grisboom, maybe. Grisboom might be good. We'll bring in one Grisboom because it's a flyer. Maybe can attach it. Maybe we're going to get him down to low enough life and then we can just fly over the top. Because obviously you can make blockers, but you can't make flying blockers. So, we're on to the game 2 against Zombie Infestation. 1 land. Dodgy. Very dodgy. But we've got that. And that. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm actually going to keep that crazy hand. Our opponent is mulliganing, so he's not finding what he needs. Because we've got a Celestial Purge. It's going down to 4. We can play that turn 1. We just need a bit of luck drawing a land. Now, last game we drew so much land, it was unbelievable. Hopefully this time we can. He's kept his 5. So he's obviously got what he needs. Right. Come on, we need a bit of luck. Bit of luck, because what you need in Magic is a bit of luck. With the KITHKIN Tribal. Do we get the luck? Yes, we get the luck. Okay. So, we will play that, and we'll reveal the KITHKIN Harbinger. Gets us a 2/2 down. Celestial Purge ready in case he plays a Zombie Infestation. Nevermore, hopefully if we draw another land for turn 3. Zombie Infestation would be good here if he plays it. Because then he can only discard a certain amount of cards. As he got it, he's got Treasure Hunt. So, revealed another Treasure Hunt. Okay. So obviously he hasn't got the Zombie Infestation yet. But he's got another Treasure Hunt in hand that he can play next turn. But he needs his Reliquary Tower as well. So, what should we do? We can get KITHKIN down. I think we go in with Figure of Destiny again and try and make it big. You know, potentially we can get that to a flyer. It's pretty sweet. So we'll pump him up. Attack him for 2. And we will yield. So we'll see another Treasure Hunt, I'm guessing, from our opponent next turn. Getting down to 18. So, I don't know what my next tribal will be. I fancy doing oozes pretty soon. I like the look of oozes. Been asked for obviously a lot of different... He's got his zombie. Okay, but he will be able to discard to make a lot of cards in response. So, we can get rid of it. Actually, we can play Nevermore. Oh, we need... If we get a land, we're laughing. So we need a land. Come on, give us that land. The land for Nevermore. Ah, oh, Celestial Purge. Damn it. That would have been too good, wouldn't it? Nevermore. So we're waiting for him to play it and kick off with it. We've got Celestial Purge ready, and we've got 2 of them ready. It would have been so good to draw the land there, and just obviously we could have stopped him. That would have been great. Zombie Infestation, there we go. So we can make quite a few. Got our opponent to 14. You know we're going to draw a land here. You know it, guys. There it is. Right. We will just attack with the gold meadow. And then with Celestial Purge. So you can make all your things, but you're going to lose them now. So he's going to have to get his creatures out. Would have been nice to Nevermore that. It would have been nice. But we missed that important land drop. unfortunately. Yeah, so remind me again which modern tribals you'd like to see. Like I said, I've got oozes coming up. I've got cats ready. Oozes aren't ready yet, but I think I've got cat tribal ready. I know people want to see what was it? Possibly elves, but elves are pretty. You know, a lot of people play elves in real modern, so just let me know in the comment section what you'd like to see. So he's got 8 down. So we're going to lose potentially one of these, or is he not? Yeah, he's going to block with 1, leave himself with 7. Okay. So we could still be in a bit of bother here. Well, we are in a bit of bother here. It'd be nice to have some sort, you know, maybe a board wipe in this, but you don't come up across this deck very often. But we just didn't hit. If we had hit that 3rd land drop, it would have been game. Potentially game anyway. But we're not going to be blocking this. We're going to take 40. So I think we're pretty much dead here, to be honest. If we block, we take 12. We can only get 1 creature down next turn. So yeah, it's pretty much game now. Pretty much game. 14, go down to that. Yeah, we'll concede the game. We just didn't do it quick enough. Let's get on to another game. It was fair playing the zombie infestation down there. It's just whether you get that combo. It's a really good deck. It's very fun to play. So I did enjoy playing that, even though we lost. So let's get on to another game, shall we? Hopefully someone will take up our opportunity to play the game so we can get a quick game in again. But you can see how this deck works, guys. It is pretty sweet. You can, you know, you just... It can flood the field sometimes. Maybe it needs a little bit tinkering, but it is working quite well. I mean, that's just a bit of a combo deck that it struggled against there. But if we'd hit that land, we would have been okay. Same sort of problem here. 1 land, we can play that, but we're going to mulligan this one. 2 land, yeah, we'll keep that. That's a pretty good hand. We've got Path to Exile. 3rd land, do we want that 3rd land? Yeah, we do need it to play some of the other spells. So we're coming with this. Play our Stalwart. Reveal a Knight of Meadowgrain. Get our 2/2 down. And we will pass the turn over. Yeah, people want to see allies. I know they want to see allies. I'll hopefully try and make an ally one. Beasts, maybe. Snakes, rats. All different ones I'm going to hopefully make over the next few weeks. So it should be some fun times. You know, but budget modern does appeal to a lot of people because not everyone's got the expensive, can make the expensive decks. You know, some decks costing in modern over £1,000. You know, well over $1,000. And this is just a very cheap way to come in, have some fun. It can be, it can be competitive. You're not going to win blooming tournaments with it, but you're going to have fun with it, and that's what to me Magic is all about. It's not just all about winning tournaments. As much as, we like, I like entering competitions and doing all that sort of stuff. I enter game days. You see I won my last game day. That was pretty fun to play in. So I like entering stuff like that. Game days and pre-releases when I can. Just depends where my work is. So we could have a counter spell here. So I'm entitled to, leave that back a bit. So let's play another knight. Oh, that would have been nice to play the other one. We've got our opponent to 14. We've got a couple of life linkers, first strikes on there now, and the other one. So we've got 6 power coming in. Hope you guys are all tuning in and watching this video. Are joining me on Thursday nights. So I live stream on YouTube. Normally play some standard, modern, and pauper. So, hope you guys join me Thursday night, 7 PM at UK time. So we will Path to Exile that and get in for a lump. Play the Kins. He will come down and be pretty big. There's another plane. So we'll play this first. He's going to come down as a nice big creature. Kinsbower Border Guard comes down as a nice 4/4. And when he dies, we're going to get 3 1/1s, which is pretty sweet as well. Attacking for 6 here. Gain 4 life. So we go up to 26 life. Pretty sweet. Get our opponent down to... What we get him down to? Down to 8. So he's dead on board, barring on what he draws. He might have a Wrath. If he has a Wrath, we're probably dead. But you can't hold back. Maybe we could have held back with that, but when it dies, you know, if he does Wrath, we're going to get 3/1/1s anyway, so... As long as it doesn't go into exile. Like my rest in peace in the last game sort of killed me. Mind Shrekker, that's cool. I love Mind Shrekker. Pay 2, reveal. And a Drug Scale. Other spirits get 1/1. Okay, that's pretty sweet. We've got first strike. And we've got a 4/4 there. So still not dead on board yet, unless we get a pump spell, which we do not. We draw a land. So it would have been nice to get one of our pumps there, but we'll attack all in. He has to block. Has to block. So assuming he blocked the 4/4. Yep, we take down the game. That was pretty sweet against a blue-white spirits. So we go to our sideboard. He has a lot of flyers, so could bring in Griff's Boon. Griff's Boon seems pretty cool. And take out Malicious Pride. We could bring in a Condemn. He's got hexproof stuff there. I'm going to bring in a Condemn. Might be wrong, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. See how we go. So we go for game 2 with our Kithkin. Can we keep up a winning streak now? Obviously lost to zombies, but won our first game. We would have won that game if you hadn't quit so early anyway. So, let's see the Kithkins. Come on. Yeah, like I said, join me for streaming. That'd be great if you could. Thursday night, 7 PM UK time. Really enjoying streaming. We're getting lots of guys turn up every week. We've done it for a few weeks. Really fun to play. All the interaction and everything. This is very slow, but we'll keep this. Path to Exile we will keep, actually. Pass turn. So we will pass that. We can play Ballyrush Baronet next time, making the Kithkins cheaper, but obviously doesn't affect with Wizened, but it'll help us in future draws, hopefully. Oh, ongoing. What's that one? That looks like a Shadows card. Whenever one or more creatures you deal combat for that, you get to investigate. Okay, pretty cool. There's another Ballyrush. We'll go with this one. Then we can play Wizard next turn. Pump up. We shall yield to end of turn. Oh. So we're playing some kind of blue-white spirits deck here. Coming against a, you know, different range. We come against some tribals, which is pretty good. Come against rogues in the first match, spirits here, and obviously zombies in the second match, so it's pretty good. Okay. So we have a planes. So other spirits you control get +1/1 and hexproof, so it gives the other ones. So I think I'll play this little pump spell here. And then we can play the Ballyrush as well. We might as well play it, because I'm going to attack him with this one. So just in case he wants to block. If not, we're going to get him for 3. Which we do. And we have Condemn, Path to Exile, always watching in hand, which are pretty good cards for us. And we won't be blocking here, because he's obviously got a flyer. Can't remember if I bought 1 or 2 Griff's Boon in. Probably should have bought 2 in, to be honest. Well, that's a big blocker, isn't it? That's a big 1 or 2/7 blocker. So, that is going to be hard to get through. And the annoying thing is as well, it's got the 2 power now. We can't even path to exile it, which is annoying. And it gives him life gain. Right, so we're going to path to exile that one. So we'll get rid of that now. We shall get rid of that. Take off the Hexproof, so it makes him a 1/6 again, so we're free to attack in. Play another Ballyrush. And we can feel free to attack him now. Stopped his life gain on that. Well, doesn't stop his life gain. Sorry, stopped his Hexproof, which is pretty good for us. We're going to get him for 5 here. And we have Condemn in hand. So hopefully he won't attack with his Wall of Reverence. Obviously it's Defender, but we don't want him attacking somehow with that one. I don't think he can turn off Defender. What can he do with this? Exile. He hasn't got the green though. So we're looking pretty sweet here. Always watching next turn will pump him up massively. So if he hasn't got, hopefully he won't play another Drogskull to make that bigger. But we might be worth. What's he got? Ghostly. Oh no, that is disgusting against us. We haven't brought in our enchantment removal. So that is really annoying. So game 1. We shall play that. We've got no enchantment removal in the... Well, we've got plenty in the sideboard. But it's completely slowed us down now. We need land. We need land badly. So we can attack with 2 creatures each turn. Ghostly Prison. I didn't think this was a prison deck, to be honest. Can't be blocked. Okay. We've got to condemn for that. 3 flyers. I mean, I've got no way of getting rid of Ghostly Prison now. So I might actually just concede this game. I'm pretty sure I've got nothing in the main. We need to sideboard in. Sideboard in against Ghostly Prison. This game could go on forever otherwise. So we can attack in with 2. Maybe we can attack in. We're paid a 4. So we're attacking in a bit here. So he's going to have to block. He can block 1 with a 1/6. So maybe not quick yet. He's got no cards in hand. But it does seem like it's going to be a very slow game. So he's going to block there. What's he going to kill it there? Do double block? No. Okay. And block there. Okay. So it's going to be a very slow kill. Unless we can just keep drawing lots of land. If he draws another Ghostly Prison, then we'll just give up. We'll have to condemn for that next time. So he's going to get to draw cards. Draw a card, see what he's going to try and pull. Ghostly Prison. I hate Ghostly Prison. Oh, no. And it pumps him. Pumps him. And he can gain 3 life. Griff's Boon. We'll put a Griff's Boon on that. Turns it into a big 5/3. So, oh, that's defender and flying as well, isn't it? So that's no good. We'll play another one of them, as we might as well. And then we've got Condemn, so we can target the Drodscale, although he probably won't attack with that now. An annoying thing is that that's got hexproof, so we need a Path to Exile badly. I'm not giving in yet, guys. I'm not giving in yet. Right, he's drawn a land. Okay, so he's going to attack with that. He won't attack with that, unfortunately. We do need the Path to Exile for that. Come on. It's going to take it, you know. It's still going to take him a while, but he's going to be able to keep drawing cards off that when it keeps, you know, can't be blocked. Okay. Yes, you can do that. Draw a card. Rattle chains. More flying. Oh. Oh, it gives that hexproof. So we can't get rid of that. Right, guys, I'm just going to quit now. It's getting out of hand, the hexproof. So, we will bring in all our enchantment removal now. As long as he doesn't quit. Hopefully he doesn't quit. He's got a nice deck there. So, we're bringing Erase, Disenchant, Nevermore. I don't know about Nevermore. We're probably just better bringing in the... We could play it, but I don't know. Probably not worth it. Condemn's no good. Griff's Boon was okay. What else should we get rid of? Maybe an Always Watching. Maybe I should bring in Nevermore. I don't know. I'm going to bring in one. Oh, maybe that's wrong. I don't know. I'm going to bring in one Nevermore. Maybe I should have kept the Always Watching, but we'll keep it to see how it goes. Okay, here we go. Can we win our final match, guys? Come on. Yes. 2 lands, Griff's Boon, Stalwart. Yeah, we'll keep that. We've got a bit of pressure. No way to get rid of the enchantment yet, but hopefully we shall draw that. So we'll play that and reveal the knight. He knows all about our knights. We've had them before. We will yield to end of turn. Yeah, Ghost Prison decks are really hard to play with if you haven't got the enchantment removal in hand. It's pretty hard to, you know. But that's what your sideboards are for. Bring in your sideboards. So we shall attack in with the Stalwart. Hit him for 2. And then we shall play our knight. And we shall yield to end of turn. Oh, he's got a Path to Exile. Yes, we will. We'll go and get ourselves a land. What he doesn't know, we've got 2 in hand. But he does slow us down. You know, attacking for 4 next turn is a lot different. So we can play 2 creatures next turn. Oh, has he kept a 1 land hand? No. Has he kept a 1 land hand because he had a Path to Exile in hand? He obviously got very good other cards. So we shall reveal, get that one down. Play another knight. But you could bring in Wraths this turn, so we've got to be a bit careful. Always Watching next turn. He's obviously got another path. We're waiting for him to pay the costs. Oh, path, yes. But we've still got 4 power on the board. And we're thinning our deck. Go and get ourselves another... Oh, did it just skip on there? Jesus Christ. MTGO, you do my head in. We should have had another land there. And it just skipped on. That is annoying. Because you could have played 2 spells next turn, potentially. Right. He's still got 1 hand. I don't feel sorry for him if he gets a 1 land hand. He obviously thought, I've got 2 Path to Exiles. I can draw into the land. It's the kind of stupid keep I'd do, to be honest. But he's kept us off, you know. We will play another one there. I'm not going to put Griff's Boon on. I'll play Always Watching next turn. Pump up the guys. Pump up our little Kithkins. Hopefully a draw land. And he does not. He kept a stupid hand. But he obviously had all the Path to Exiles. He thought he could beat us down. But we were well in control there. We would have easily won, guys. Easily, he says. Anyway, guys, I hope you've liked the first episode of Modern Tribal. You've seen the deck can be competitive. Let me get my words out. For under 13 tickets on MTGO. You know, it's really good. You can see over on the side, I've got Cat Tribe already. And then I'm building Merfolk, Oozes, and a few others. So, but I will go through them. It's just basically, you know, I'll probably sell this deck, move on to the next decks. Try and keep it so I'm, you know, not spending too many tickets. Because obviously it does come out of my own wallet. But anyone wants to ever send me some cards on MTGO, very much appreciated. I'll always give you a shout out. You know, I try to do it all on my own. But, you know, it's not hard. But, you know, I haven't got a bottomless pit, as we all haven't. It's hard, you know, building collections. But hopefully you enjoyed the match. Don't forget to join us on Thursdays, live streaming, 7 PM. We're streaming normally Modern, Standard and Pauper. I'm trying to maybe build an EDH deck online. That might be fun. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see maybe some EDH on MTGO. Let me know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, guys.